Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. You could be forgiven for thinking that I'm obsessed with Tyson Fury. I'm honestly not, but this is the third video I've done concerning this clown in about the last 24 hours. I had to share this with you because you may not have heard it. You may have heard it. If you have, you probably had a good chuckle. But amazingly, Francis Ngannou revealed in an interview earlier today that there's a rematch clause in place for his fight with Tyson Fury. And I can't get my head around this. This guy, Fury, is fighting. I mean, first of all, he thinks he's the best heavyweight in the history of the game. He thinks he's the best of his era. He hasn't even proved that. But he's saying, Usyk, it's beneath me to fight Usyk, even though he ducked him a couple of times. And this is his stooge of a promoter, Frank Warren, has said, this is a game changer, this fight with Francis Ngannou. And look, he's taking on a guy who's never had a professional boxing contest. And he's put a rematch clause in there. What, is he worried he's going to lose? I mean, this kind of speaks volumes, even though Warren will say, well, it's just a standard sort of contractual thing. No, I think it actually strongly indicates what I've actually thought for some time, and that is that Fury may not fear any man, but he does fear losing. He fears losing like there's no tomorrow. He's petrified of the idea. And the idea that he's taken on Ngannou, who's, again, never had a professional boxing contest, and there's a rematch clause in that fight. I mean, why? Apparently he's going to wipe the floor with Ngannou. I mean, I don't know anything about Ngannou. He's an MMA fighter. I have no idea about the man, whether he's got a good stand-up game or not. But he's in there with a man who, pushing aside all the, piss and wind and bum fluff, is an extremely talented heavyweight. I've never ever suggested that Tyson Fury hasn't got a massive amount of talent. He most certainly has. He proved it against Klitschko, and he's proved it on 3 occasions against Wilder. The problem is that there's nothing else there. It's now that I've got the title, I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to keep it hostage. I'm going to, have an exhibition against Derek Chisora and charge pay-per-view for that, and I'm going to go away and have a sort of a Mayweather, Conor McGregor sort of event, which Frank Warren's has called it. I'm going to make, in other words, I'm going to make an astronomical amount of money, I hope. I'm assuming he's on a flat fee, for as little risk as possible, which is not what Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, Rocky Marciano. This is not what any of those did. They cleaned out their era, cleaned it out. There was never any shadow of a doubt who was the best in those eras. It was the aforementioned. Fury hasn't done that. Instead, he's taken on Ngannou. It's going to go down as a professional boxing contest on both their records. But Fury feels the need, and his team feel the need, to have a rematch clause in that contract. I find that astonishing, absolutely astonishing. But I shouldn't, because nothing should astonish me. Ngannou himself in the interview said that he's actually signed a multi-fight deal with PFL Promotions, whatever that is. I think it's an MMA promotional company, and he's going to debut there in 2024. So he said any rematch, if there is a rematch, will have to wait. He's saying, can you imagine if Ngannou won this? Or can you imagine if Fury struggled? If he couldn't get him out of there, if he was carved up, if he was cut, if he sort of eked out, a split decision or a majority decision or something, or even if he, he won a sort of unanimous 115, 113. I mean, it'd be amazing. He has got absolutely everything to lose, even though he doesn't seem to realise this, against Ngannou. And I mean, I would expect him to deal with Ngannou just like that, but I don't know Ngannou. Maybe, I mean, he's a big, strong lump, obviously, but a rematch clause for this guy, I find it amazing. Anyway, I just thought you might not have heard that, so I'll put that out there for you. Google it and have a read of the interview. It's quite interesting. What do you think? I mean, I could sort of guess what most of you think. But leave your comments below. I'll have a read of them and I'll answer them. And as always, thanks for your time. Thanks for subscribing. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'd appreciate that. And like the video if you don't mind. That'd help us out as well. Thank you again, and we'll speak again soon. Bye bye for now.